Any thoughts? What's the difference between a humorist and a comedian? Humor doesn't mean jokes. Absolutely. Aaron?
A comedian does a routine, like a string of jokes, and a humorist inserts humor in stories.
Exactly. And they're both right. A comedian is someone, this is how I define it. And it's all about me. Totally kidding. This is how I define it, the difference between the two. A comedian, humor is the message. Humor is the message. A humorist, humor is the medium to the message. Humor is the medium to the message. And I got a lot of clarity. I realized that I was a speaker. I was not a comedian. When I found out there was this world of speaking, I didn't realize it was a profession. I came to Toastmasters, and through Toastmasters I heard about NSA, the National Speakers Association. And I went to a National Speakers Association, and my whole brain went, I said, no, wait a minute. Now, keep in mind, I had been doing comedy for a year and a half, just amateur nights. At best, I was getting like $50 a set. 99% of the time, it was for free. I said, wait a minute. Do you mean to say that, A, I don't have to be as funny? I like that. B, they're going to pay me 10 times as much, even at the beginning. And C, the audiences are happy and want to be there. Sign me up. So, I didn't realize it was such a profession, but I realized because I came from the corporate world, most of my jokes were cleaner. Now, I had some dirty jokes at the beginning, but most of my jokes, for the most part, were cleaner than the average comedian. And I realized I worked in corporate. I was doing jokes early on about email when my average blue-collar audience at a comedy club didn't even have email at that time. I realized my audience was more a corporate audience. But I found it, you know, I had this one dream I thought, but partway down, I took a right turn into a different direction. In fact, I went to my first NSA conference in 1996. I believe it was in Washington, D.C., and I heard my first keynote speaker, you know, live, and his name was Captain Coffee. And if you've ever seen him, he was a prisoner of war. Powerful, funny, but very powerful speech. I literally walked out to the pool and wrote out, this was like 10 o'clock at night, in tears. And I wrote out a 7-page letter to my mother saying, I found what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I finally found, like, I came to the island of misfit toys. Because these people are as messed up as I was. But they wanted to get up there, but for a purpose. See, when Vinny gets up, you leave the show, and that's what he does. Man, he is funny. I want people leaving my presentations, whether it's a 1-hour seminar or a 2-day boot camp, thinking, wow, what can I do? And oh, by the way, he's a great teacher, or he inspired me. But my first thoughts I want for my audience to be about themselves.